It's the 2011-16. I just made a discovery. Denmark's Radio is incorporating information of working with Amazon. Book release properly connected to their film and TV data robbery and control of those data and the sex abuse. And we also the fraud of court and stuff like that. They also mention Carnegie, which probably also supplies some investment. We know that some of the accounts from the diplomacy over almost 30 years robbed by Clinton and her staff and her media contacts and her pedophilia networking covering Epstein, Wall Street, and European VIPs and stuff like that. Those accounts, I was asking the FBI and also the CIA to freeze those accounts and to investigate all through Europe where those accounts, who control them. In that period of time before the election in the United States, I could see that one tax minister in Denmark had argue or information with all the Danish media, with this tax paid, whether Denmark could kind of piracy a lot of accounts in different countries, some of them in you could say tax-free areas. So actually looks like that the big account that running around massive design patents stolen, the massive text work, the spying on casting and so on, and all of the investment from the diplomacy payment that I don't control. And some of the money then ran down to corruption in court, lawyers, police, and probably ran up to just the defense and tax company and social welfare. So we got actually a case where government, intelligence, court, police, media works in two ladders. One is called economical crime worldwide. One is called sex abuse worldwide. And the most important thing is diplomacy hurt, diplomacy harmed, and diplomacy detained, right? So actually, we can say the place Denmark in a very vulnerable situation where we cannot cooperate with police, intelligence, we cannot trust their court system, their justice system, and we cannot trust a politician. A little bit the same with the UK, as I can see there is a big BBC cover up the VIP sex scandals. Now, it doesn't necessarily harm the rest of the system, but we know from past that there's been a lot of, strange stories about economy worldwide and stuff like that. I'm not saying that these countries don't have areas where they're untouched, but we know the organized crime has been very vital in Europe in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. We know also that Castro Nostra is one of the reasons New York was totally controlled by organized crime in the 80s, which is the same as here. So actually, we would say that the sex crime, especially on powerful people as the VIP, might actually run back to blackmail and resistance of the free for the law. So you could say that the sex pedophilia rings, however devious they are and hurtful they are, you could see spider network in that is not pedophiles. Maybe that may be people that wants control over people that are in court position, politician, military staff. You could say in a way that it reminds you about the Cold War horny nesting, or that a person in a foreign country get involved in some kind of sex crime, and then the person is under pressure for delivering data in a counter-spionage way. So actually you can say the whole of the case of the civil, you could say artistic espionage, actually links to very, very dangerous areas as really counter-espionage, right? When I make some suggestions for design ideas for cars or airplanes, right, then we move it a little from TV, film, and media, perfume, commercial, fashion, and so on, music. then it beginning to be, you could say, counter-espionage interest of the new design for technique in aircraft or cars and stuff like that. And that's when it begins to be really deadly, right? Not for me, because I'm in the game already. I am and trained intelligence and worked the Cold War before you even knew it. So and Northern Ireland. So I actually have a position where I'm pretty okay about it, but you don't. So the last 2 years I've used to inform all of the artists, all of the TV, film, book companies, the IT companies, the artists, the small lawyers, the small commune staff, the small whatever. Do not cross the line to crime. And if you have crossed the line to crime, then call yourself into police inquiry and ask for protection, witness protection, because what we known as a silent war. The silent war is the counter-espionage, the military, and this has moved from being a, you could say, civil abuse, sexual design artist to what it really is. This is intelligence war. It is the silent war. Everybody that steps in on that line, no matter if your name is Susanna Bier or your name is some Italian perfume company or your name is Clinton, you will be caught up in these games, right? So you could say that everyone robbing data and have been robbing data is actually in the line between United States and Russia. And actually, we are not in a war right now. So we are actually just catching as many we can. So you could say we are fishing with a big net now about all the people that took advantage, sexual crimes, political crimes, fraud, corruption, data spionage. We are just dragging in a lot of these people because we are friends right now. And actually, United States and Russia, you might not think that, but we actually works pretty fine on catching some of the worst of these assholes, right? Also clearing the lines of, if you got something I want, we kind of exchange prisoners and stuff like that. So actually, if you are a civil person, committed a crime about children, fraud, corruption, data espionage, turn yourself in, because we will get you.